Hey everyone, it's Clayton Wolf with Resident Real Estate, and today I'm going to be talking about some big changes that are coming to the real estate industry nationally beginning August 17th, 2024. Now, if you're a client that's already bought or sold a home with me recently, do not tune out. You're going to want to hear this as well, because when it becomes time for you to buy or sell your next home, these laws are going to affect you as well. So it's better to be knowledgeable about them right now. Okay, so what happened? Earlier this year, a lawsuit was settled with NAR, the National Association of Realtors. Now, as for the actual lawsuit itself, I'm not going to get into why it happened, the different components, or whether or not I agree with it, because quite frankly, it's irrelevant at this point. My clients got dealt a deck of cards. It's now my job to help you use and play those deck of cards. However, in the link below, I am providing a link to a website where you can read about the lawsuit, why it happened, so on and so forth. That being said, there are two major changes affecting buyers and sellers, but I'm going to start off with a 30,000-foot view, which is sellers, you might not have to pay buyer's agent's commission anymore. You heard me right. Buyers, you might be liable for paying your buying agent a commission. That is the big fundamental change that is completely different. Now, how did we get there? There's two different things. The first is with sellers. Sellers, if you've sold a home with me recently, or if you're going to be selling a home with me recently, you're familiar with the exclusive right to sell agreement. This is the listing agreement, the contract that you and I have between each other. We go over all the different parameters that I have to sell your home, and one of the things that you and I used to negotiate, was the commission that you're going to be paying my brokerage as well as the buyer's agent brokerage. So in this example, let's say we negotiate a commission of 6%, half of which I'm going to pay to a buyer's brokerage to bring a buyer to buy your home. Once I had all that information and this document was signed, I would put it into the MLS, and that commission would be advertised publicly to other agents. And that is where the big fundamental change happens. The MLS is no longer going to be able to accept and advertise the commission you're offering buyer's agents. That is going away August 17th. Now, that is a huge deal, because for buyers that are operating in an environment where they might have to pay their agent commission, and for me, where I go on dozens of showings every single week, I can almost guarantee that all of my buying clients are going to be asking me, hey, we're going to see these 7 properties today. I want to know what the commission is on every single one of these properties. And if there's any that are kind of on the edge and they don't think it's worth their time, and there's also no commission involved or a very low amount of commission, they might opt out of wanting to see that property. So that is a big deal. Now for sellers, really quick note, I think it's in your best interest to consider offering commission, because that's going to help you be competitive in a higher inventory market to set yourself above other listings that might offer less or no commission. The second change is with buyers. Buyers, you're going to need to get used to your own contract called the buyer-broker agreement. This is a contract between us, and part of that contract is you're going to negotiate a commission that you're going to pay me in the event that the seller offers a partial commission or no commission. Quick side note about this document, it has always been around. However, it was never mandated by law that we actually had to use it. So you can talk to any agent, most never really used this in practice, only special case specific scenarios. I've used this maybe a handful of times. However, on August 17th, if you want to buy a home, by law, you're required to have this. And every single seller, when you submit an offer, is going to be asking for this document, because they want to know if their client is going to have to pay the buyer's agent commission or vice versa. So that is the next major change, and that's how we arrived at this situation. Now, is this a good or a bad thing? There's no right answer, because it's totally dependent on your situation. I think there's a silver lining in everything. I think for some clients, whether they're buyers and sellers, this can be a great thing. This is an extra tool to negotiate. For some buyers or sellers, however, this is a very negative thing. This might really be difficult for some buyers who are first-time home buyers or don't have the cash to be able to purchase a home and then also pay their agent. And for sellers, it could be unique for their own specific situation as well. So there's not a right answer, but that's where I come into play. And that's why it is so important that you and I have a discussion to to talk about the impacts that this has for your specific situation so you know what strategy to pursue the next time you buy or sell a home. If you would like to have that discussion now, whether you're a month out from buying or selling or 5 years down the road, it doesn't matter. I'm happy to talk about it. There's a link below where you can schedule some time with me through Calendly, and I would love to have that time with you. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you're well. I look forward to speaking with you soon.